for staying with us. If you're just joining us, this is our journalist hangout on Sunday. Those who have perpetrated terror against the Nigerian state must not be allowed to evade justice. The federal government has said that it will, in the next 2 weeks, resume prosecution of some alleged terrorists. The Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice, Lateef Fagbemi, SAN, noted that government is finalising efforts to ensure a smooth and successful prosecution, such as adopting virtual trials to prevent delay. Julie, this should have happened under the administration of Muhammadu Buhari, when the Attorney General actually told us that 400 Nigerians will be prosecuted, and that never saw the light of the day.
I don't know what he was thinking, but by not prosecuting terrorists, even after a country helped us, they've done this paid work for you. Expose those who are funding Boko Haram, using illicit funding. You should just have put them on trial. Boko Haram men were put on trial in Chad. I know when they were put on trial in Chad, and the moment they were sentenced to death, they were executed. It was public knowledge.
Yes.
This is where they originated from. In our own country, where the bulk of Boko Haram's killing campaign had been executed, we are wasting time about prosecuting people. A lot of those who had been arrested in the southeast, for example, killing innocent people and calling themselves IPOB or whatever name, how many of them have we put on trial? How do you put an end to crime when people cannot see clearly that if you commit crime, you will be punished? We have to let people realize that, look, you are not going to get away. You will be dealt with if you commit crime. So I believe that we just have to change our ways. We just have to put these guys on trial, deal decisively with them, so that others can learn. Just yesterday, the convoy of the governor of Yobe State was attacked.
Yes.
He lost one of his trusted security aides. About 6 of them were injured along the Maiduguri-Damaturu Expressway. I just returned from the Damaturu. I prefer to be on the road for 4-5 hours rather than use a road that is just about 1 hour, 25 minutes. Because you cannot, they will tell you, no, it's no longer happening. It's a lie, Ayo. Those boys, when they are going to strike, you will not
notice.
You won't know. Sometimes they even leave you with the impression that, all is well. Suddenly, they will strike, and we can't do anything about it.
What?
No, so, but we have to put them on trial. We will be on this Attorney General's case. Those 400 people that Malami spoke to us about, we need to even know what's going on about that matter. Malami must show, the Attorney General must not behave the way the former Attorney General behaved. You are showing, what's it called, urgency about paying some money to some people that governors claim they didn't do the job. But you cannot put enemies of the state on trial. I can't explain that.
You know, these people just identifying their sponsors for a long time. We'll be looking for their sponsors. Now that they've given us a kind of clue, and we are foot dragging.
Are their sponsors hidden? You know, the nature of terrorist financing is such that even ordinary people on the street who just buy things here and there might not even know that they are unwittingly sponsoring terrorism. You know, there was an investigation about the funding of Al-Shabaab. It was found out that, you know, even truck drivers, some of these tolls, the tolls they are taking from truck drivers, were actually being used to fund Al-Shabaab. So, you see, terrorist financing is not just about those big names who give money to them. There are ways, through extortion, levies, the levy farmers and all of that, even communities, people want to organize events, they have to pay, you know, protection money and all of that. These are the things that go a long way, you know, in funding terrorism. But it's because the people are helpless, so they have to pay such monies. So definitely, this it is good that the government is talking of prosecuting them, but it should not be a media show, just maybe to gain acceptance, and then after some time, you start foot dragging on it. And then again, I think we should be careful about getting some of these dangerous elements into the prisons, so that we don't have the same kind of problem that Egypt had with the Muslim Brotherhood in Egypt. If you remember that, at a time, there were many of them in prison, and then, these things started also radicalizing fellow prisoners.
So where do we put them?
So government can be creative about it. It's not just about jailing them, but using certain kinds of sentences to de-radicalize those who are not deeply involved in it, but those who are really seriously involved in it. Government should find a way to make sure that even when they are jailed, they cannot go there and cause worse problems in prison. So it's a good thing.
Solitary confinement for very hardened.
Yeah, don't mix them. Don't mix them with the ordinary.
Even in other lands, the very dangerous terrorists, they are given
isolated,
a separate. Yes, so that in fact, some of them can kill. They can kill prison warden.
Yes.
They can kill even some of the inmates. So, but in our own case, we've arrested Boko Haram fighters, even at the scene of crime. But we've not seen anybody since the jailing of this boy, this Christmas Day boy.
Yes.
Kabiru.
Yes. Abdul
Kabiru Sokoto. Since his jailing, I've not heard of any Boko Haram fighter that anybody has jailed.
Moving on now. The waves generated by the